Okay, so I'm kind of doing what I like to call hockey homework. And so what it means is I usually put together the lineup of the team that we are, our team of course, and then the visiting team, which would go over here. This season it's been a little bit different because the hockey coach, Jeff, has been giving me a bit of help here by actually sending these to me. I've decided to kind of go back to the format I used to do. And so for me, I like to make it a little bigger. I like to have everything in numerical order. Makes it a lot easier for me to actually cross-reference when I'm doing the play-by-play. I like to have the last name first. It's a little quicker. That's all. For me anyway, this is what's worked for me in the past, and so this is what I've been looking at eventually doing, and now I'm a couple of webcasts into it. My thanks to Jeff, the team coach, for putting this together, but I'm going to go back to what seemed to work for me. So this is how it looks. I take this to the game with me, and this is what I refer to as my hockey cheat sheet. Kind of trying to work our way through the mess that we have here in our upstairs almost home office, and so as you can see, I'm just working with a couple of different computers and just trying to make this work. So what I've done is I've got it on screen on this computer so I can make a few corrections if I need to, and then I can print it off this particular computer. My laptop isn't hooked up to the printer, so that's just one extra step, but it's not a huge deal. Kind of a work in progress, if you will. But ultimately, my goal is to have this kind of situation where, since we're playing Kamloops tonight, I'll have the Kamloops players here. Again, numerical order, last name first, so it just makes it easy for me. A couple of small little notes. As the season progresses, I add more stuff to it. But for example, on this, I have the Posse record 040 and the Kamloops record of 220. And that just gives me some extra stuff to talk about. I usually, down along here, I'll list the linesmen, the officials, and the game sponsor. Just little notes that I need. And when it comes to pronunciation, I'll actually phonetically add a pronunciation in the space behind the name if I need it. Stroke off the names of the guys who have scratched for the evening, and I always get that information from the team coach before I actually go into the webcast booth. I sit there, get my thoughts together, and then take it from there. But this is the first part of what I do, and I call it, as I said, my hockey homework. So give you a little bit of insight into what I do leading into the webcasts and the play-by-play for the Princeton Posse. So there you go. There's step number one.